Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your messages for September 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. As I was just speaking just now, they showed me some matches that we're lighting. So before we start even, there's some sort of illumination that is coming for you, Gemini. Let's get straight to your reading and find out what they would like to say. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? We have the Moon card. Interesting. So we have some sort of reveal. As I said, some sort of truth is illuminated to you as we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. For those of you who are interested, I'm using the White Witch Tarot to gain the overall energy of the month of September. And I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the cards, as I believe that is my energy and not the message you're meant to receive. Everyone is different. There's no right or wrong way. Just to let you know, I don't use matches to light my candles. But so that image of matches is definitely for you. Okay, so we have the Moon card in the protagonist energy. Some sort of issues or problems may have come to the surface here. Some sort of truth has definitely been revealed to allow you clarity. They've come from the deep. You may have felt something was off, Gemini, as you start the month of September, and you trust your intuition and recognize that you were right. Okay, you may have had some sort of psychic dreams because they're indicating that you are a seer during this time. You're seeing not just with the physical eyes that you have, but with your crown chakra and with your intuition, your gut instinct. So you've got an extra pair of eyes as we move into September there that allows you they're actually allows you the gift of sight. Now this may, interesting, now they never give me this sentence with this card. It said, it may make you feel crabby at first. I mean, that's an obvious thing to say because we do have a crab there. This is Cancerian energy, so they're suggesting it makes you feel a little bit nervous, emotional wise, but you manage to swerve this particular reveal or truth in order to move forward. So something may have been under the surface that is trying to block you, and you take a sidestep, a little detour in life perhaps, because you felt it in your gut instinct. You knew it was coming and you listened to yourself, you believed in yourself, didn't second guess yourself, and you allowed yourself to bend with that so that you could keep moving forward and not let anybody get in your way. Okay, when you get this Cancerian energy with this Moon card, there is it's like you're proceeding with caution but trusting your instinct, following hunches. Okay, it's definitely an illumination card. So as I said, I was speaking, I saw all these matches being lit. So there may be lots of ideas that are coming to the surface as well for you, but it is a time of that's not just spiritual illumination, but you're seeing things super clearly and not just, as I said, with the physical eyes. We have the Judgment card. Now this is in the antagonist position. This is a resistance energy. Now when we get this Judgment card, you may be denying the path that you're on at the moment. You may want to make a change in your life purpose. You may be putting off making a decision when it's in this position. You don't want to make an error of judgment. And I mean, that's an obvious thing to say. No human really wants to make an error of judgment. But there is a fear of change here. Yeah, it feels like you're all up in your head. And perhaps you've been holding off speaking your truth, Gemini, which, you know, I don't see you doing that at all. That's not your usual trait, Gemini. You're very communicative. You know, you're an air sign, so that's about the swords, that's about intellect, about communication. And it doesn't feel right that you're biting your tongue about something. Okay, so it is, as I said, a resistance energy. You're doing it on purpose in order to perhaps not upset someone's feelings. Now again, you come in truth. You always speak your truth there. And your truth, oh, interesting. They said your truth is a truth in the moment. Sometimes you talk yourself out of it and see the other perspective. Okay, that's the Gemini, the duality trait about you. You see it from all sides. And in one moment, you're totally agreeing with one side. And then in the next moment, you see the other side and agree with that also. So you get a balanced overall energy, but sometimes it has you all up in your head. This is the energy they're giving me here. Now, with this Judgment card, you understand what you need to do, but you're putting it off. You know how to move forward, but there is resistance. Follow your hunches. They're really indicating you may have a couple of opportunities open to you. You're filling them out. It's so interesting that we have the Tower in the unifying position, because the Tower, often people go, oh my gosh, not a Tower moment. I can't deal with another Tower moment. Well, actually, the way I read Tower energy, the Tower is a surprise. It's often from the universe that comes along when people are sitting on the fence, when they're not really sure which direction to go in. It comes along to give you a little nudge off the fence in either direction, okay? So this may feel like an unwanted change, but it is for your highest good to allow you to succeed. It pushes you in a certain direction that may feel uncomfortable at first, but it's to shake up any stagnant energy. When you, oh, it's interesting, they want me to show you. They don't often do this, but sometimes they ask me to show the Tower card to you in the traditional Rider-Waite. I just want to check in and see where it is. Could you please guide me? Ooh, they want it up this way up. Can you please guide me? Where is the Tower? Towards the back. Okay. So basically they want me to show you the Tower card because the Tower is hit by, there we go. I love it when they guide me and tell me where it is, where the card is to find it. So the Tower card, as you can see, I just want to show you the two because they really want you to see the one in the Rider-Waite. The Tower is a lightning bolt moment, okay? So it's like an aha moment, an illumination. It hits the crown on top of the Tower. Now that's the crown chakra. So you've had a really wonderful idea. It's a bit of a surprise, but you're not sure which way you could action it or move forward on it. You've had to swerve some sort of information in order to move forward, but it's made you feel a bit in your head. This comes along to put the building on fire, to make you feel uncomfortable, to take a leap of faith. The leap of faith is a risk. If those two figures stayed where they were, on the fence or in the Tower, they'd be burnt. It's more painful to stay stuck and in the same position than to take a leap of faith and take a chance, for a new path, a new beginning, a new adventure. That's what lies ahead. Something that is very fruitful, that will not lead you suffocated and stuck. So they want you to acknowledge that the Tower is a surprise moment given as a gift. It may not feel like a gift at first, Gemini, because it feels uncomfortable. But overall, it is normally a gift from the universe to push you in a direction, to make a choice. Okay, now they're actually pushing you in a direction to open your third eye. Okay, they really want you to trust your instincts. Sorry, they're just asking me to look at this card a little bit closer, so I will. Okay, they're giving me a couple of things. One is they may have done this before. They may have done this a couple of weeks ago for you, Gemini. They're showing me a snail. Okay, so something was going very slowly. Perhaps a project or a relationship is just going super, super slow, and you got a question mark over it. Like, is this slowing down so much that it's not going to happen? Or is it slowing down because I'm meant to learn something here? What's going on? It's got you feeling a little bit nervous, okay? Now this could be, as I said, a relationship. It's starting to slow down to a halt, or it's the beginning of a connection. We're going to go deeper and find out, but they're indicating here this slow progress where you're starting to doubt whether this thing comes to fruition. It's making you feel uncomfortable, but actually you're about to see. They really want you to see with your intuition first, and it all will be revealed that you were right. Okay, so whatever, check in with that. But they're also showing me, very strange, they're showing me like it's a very interesting dessert, pudding. It's like well, they're actually giving me blancmange. It's like I want to say jelly. or jello, you know, but it's kind of like a blancmange. It looks kind of pinky, kind of light pink. Not this pink, but light pink, and it's kind of got, it's like someone's put some sort of cream or something, or spray creme or something on top. It's quite precise, blancmange. Maybe because it wobbles a little bit, so maybe it's the fact that you're feeling a little bit wobbly. Maybe that symbolically they're showing me something. Maybe you're a caterer, you work in catering, and you've made a blancmange. Maybe you've just been cooking and you're sitting down to a dessert like this, or you just made one, or I mean, blancmange is a very strange word to give me, so it's quite precise. But if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. But I'm trying to tap into the energy, and it feels like, ooh, it's a little bit, you're not sure about this, but they want you to trust your intuition. This is the energy to overcome, okay? Which is, you're going to make a decision. You're going to have some sort of clarity, this illumination that allows you to have like this aha moment, this wake-up call that allows you to move forward with purpose on a decision. Now, this could be to do with your prosperity path or love. We're going to go deeper and find out. I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot to gain the details of what they would like to talk about. Oof. How would you like to receive? Thank you. Okay, so interesting. We got the Moon, which is Cancerian energy, and we got the Queen of Cups, more Cancerian energy. This is about balance. It's about harmony. Ooh, wow. Did you just see that? The energy there, that was... Oh, that's really interesting. The energy was quite sharp. It allowed these two cards to pop right out together, and these together as well. But as it happened, it felt almost like I was struck by lightning. It's very strange. It's almost like this flash of heat just came over me, and it's like all these needles like came up to the surface on my arms. It was, it's like a shock. Now, I'm not, you know, I'm very earthed. I have no way of being shocked here, and I definitely wasn't struck by anything. I cannot describe what that was. So if you can take that, it was like an energy bolt through me, okay? Maybe all will be revealed. Let's find out. How would you like to receive? Okay, these two go first. Okay, we'll come to those in a moment. Now we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, as I said, Cancerian energy. This is you, Gemini, even though you're, how can I put that? You're you're an air element. You're embodying this water element right now. You know, you're all in your feels. Perhaps about somebody, and you feel like they've gone silent on your, because Nine of Cups is about love, okay? Someone offering your love. They have unrealistic expectations here. But they believe you. They look at you to be someone they go to for care, for support. They lean on you quite heavily. You're about to find something out about this person, okay? That makes you feel a little bit out of balance. Now, when we get this Queen of Cups energy, you may feel like you have to take the reins in some way. Okay, you may feel like you have to be very savvy about this situation and manage it yourself, because it feels like you could have given someone some responsibility, Gemini. I'm getting very strange energy with this. You've given someone responsibility and they didn't handle it very well. You may have given someone responsibility with your heart. You may have given someone responsibility with a job. It's like you handed something sacred over to this person to help you out in some way, because they lean on you quite heavily often for some sort of solace. They see you as being very balanced, very harmonious, and very healing. And when you did this, you trusted somebody with something, and it feels like it toppled. There was some sort of reveal where you're like, you shouldn't have done it. You feel like you shouldn't have given over something of responsibility to somebody. We're going to go deeper because I'm not sure what that energy is. But we've got the Knight of Cups. It's in reverse. So it feels like with this Knight of Cups, someone was very charming, may have given you some sort of romantic proposal, and had unrealistic expectations about it. But because we got that Knight of Cups in reverse, you may have felt there was more love there than there was. And you're wondering how this person feels about you, because it feels like maybe this is the thing that slowed down to us. It was all balanced, it was all equal, and then all of a sudden it's slowing down to a stop, and then there's no communication. Because this Knight of Cups there, this is about, love kind of being withdrawn. Okay, the cup of love is being withdrawn. Someone may have gone silent, they're all up in their head. There is a denial here. It feels like someone is denying their feelings. Now they have feelings because that Knight of Cups is on the board. And because it's in this particular position, there is a resistance energy. So perhaps you're resisting somebody who has given you their cup of love, but you feel they've got unrealistic expectations. You're not sure how they fit in with your life purpose moving forward. I'm getting an energy that there is a denial here, a fearing of change. You may feel a bit weak when it comes to this person, like they're your kryptonite, even when they come on in saying, hey babe, kind of, sorry I went silent there for 2 months, but stuff got in the way. And you're like, how can stuff get in the way for 2 months if you care about me? That's not possible. What the hell is going on? That sort of energy. So it feels like here, when you have this Four of Swords energy, there is silence, but in this silence, you're kind of like doing you're recovering after this uncomfortable feeling, like someone withdrew their cup of love, and you're like, well, I'm getting no information here, so I may as well just take myself out and just do me. I'm going to retreat. Because something felt very uncomfortable. There was some sort of uncomfortable reveal here, and it feels like you're off licking your wounds and gaining some sort of mental peace, because there was a lot of anxiety that went before this. Okay, yeah, there's this reveal. It's allowed you to swerve. I feel like maybe you had a lucky escape in love, some sort of swerve here, or it could be because we've got that Knight. They came on in just now and said, what about the job? So what about the job? Well, if you got a Knight of Cups in reverse and you got the Judgment card, paired that together, this is about, following your bliss, following your heart, in your career path. And when you got that Knight of Cups in reverse, this is about, not focusing on the money, doing what you love, but something didn't work out the way you'd hoped there. Okay? You may have felt it was a perfect job opportunity that spoke to your soul and really set, you're all excited about it, but something about it was unrealistic expectation, or it didn't follow through. It wasn't what it ended up being, something you didn't love. And it feels like here you're having a lucky escape is what I'm getting, Gemini. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm feeling. All those swords, the pins in my arms, because it just was like a hot feeling, and then all these pins. I mean, perhaps someone, they're now showing me someone going for, I don't know what they call that. Oh, sorry, one moment. I'm trying to get, what is it when you have that pins put in you to make you feel calm? I don't know. Perhaps they'll give me it. It's like it's not reflexology. That's about feet and like moving and stuff like that. It's not. I don't know what it is. Tell me down in the comments box below if Spirit doesn't come in and give me. Hopefully they will give it to me. So what we have with this Ten of Cups, this Ten of Swords. They keep saying cups. I'm not sure. Whenever I stumble, especially if I stumble twice on something, there's a meaning there. So cups. Perhaps you're getting cupping. It's not called cupping though. Oh, anyway, I'm going to move on from that. We got the Ten of Swords. Very painful ending here. You may have felt like you were rock bottom. And it all stems from this reveal. But it feels like you've had a lucky escape. Perhaps somebody or something was not completely upfront about something here, and it led to you feeling very uncomfortable, but disaster is averted when you have the tower in this position. Okay, when you get the tower in this unifying position, you get the most positive outcome from this card, because it is the overall energy, the outcome, as it were. And it feels like there is disaster averted. You know, you swerved something that could have been disastrous for you, even though it may have felt painful, and it feels like a lucky escape. Okay, so this is even though you got that ending there, with endings come wonderful new beginnings. 10 of Cups. So there is a reason why they keep giving me cups, because they're showing me what has had to happen here. You have to move on in order to, because it's going to be a very successful outcome. You're on a different path. If you've just broken up from somebody, and I know it's painful, and I'm not saying the path to moving on from somebody who did not suit you is easy to navigate. It's very difficult. As I said, this pain in my arms that I got there, very painful. But look what is happening. There is the Judgment card with that Knight of Cups. It feels like you're moving on without this situation, whether it's a job that did not suit you, whatever spoke to your soul, or whether it's a person, it is for your highest good. You got the 10 of Cups to come. When you overcome this energy, this is the most abundant outcome. Okay, there'll be emotional contentment for you and your family, because this is also a family card. This is total love and support. Everybody has got your back. They just said, and spirit too. So you're not alone in this, even though it feels quite painful. You're going to get this happy outcome. The only thing you need to do is overcome this energy of either denying your feelings about the situation, or this person does. We're going to go and get a bit more clarity. But it feels like there's an end here. And it's somehow connected to this reveal. King of Swords. Yeah, you had a lucky escape, Gemini. This King of Swords in reverse, you could be dealing with someone else who has a Gemini placement. You may have even had some words with somebody who has done you wrong. Perhaps you've been quite sharp in the way that you've talked to this person. This person, it feels like they withheld some information. As I said, they could have also a Gemini placement. This person feels like they withheld some truth from you, or did not give you the full truth, and it has been revealed. And it's led to either the end of secrecy, because we have the Moon card, and that is about secrecy, you know, things coming to the surface. It's either a very sharp conversation, Gemini, with you and this person that leads to a lot of peace. It's an uncomfortable talk, but it had to happen to end this secrecy. Now, it doesn't have to be the end of the relationship, but I know, being a Scorpio, for me, it will be done and done. But, you know, there is a balanced view that is happening here. You tend, Gemini, to see things from all sides. So unless this person's being an absolute douche, you know, there is a difference between a secret that is hiding an affair, for example, to a secret that's hiding a birthday treat that they did not want you to know about, that you said, I don't want a birthday treat. Or, you know, it could be that whatever they're hiding here, it's made you both feel very uncomfortable. And I mean, I wouldn't, when I get the King of Swords in this particular position, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust this person. But it feels like you may have had some very sharp words with this person, some sort of argument. Yeah, trust your instincts with this person. You got Virgo energy with this High Priestess. Now, this is just the foundational read, so I may be reading something that has just happened. We're going to go and get a bit more clarity as to what is to come from this situation. But they're indicating there could be some sort of contractual agreement with you and this person in some way. It feels like it rocks your pillars. Again, they're giving me blancmange. Yeah, so perhaps it is that energy. It makes you feel a bit wobbly. You're not on stable foundations, but they want you to trust this intuition, this gut instinct that's coming with this reveal. As I said, this is a double reveal card. Okay, you've got the Moon card where stuff is coming to the surface that you may have to swerve in order to think about it. and move on from it. But you've also got the High Priestess. Mysteries are revealed. The universe is lining things up for you, though, for this happy outcome. This that is in either in your job or romance. I have to say, at the moment, it feels like romance and your life's purpose. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. The World. So it's the end of a cycle. It could be a karmic reveal here, you and this person. Now, it is this completion of a cycle. You've reached a karmic goal, allowing you to move on. Now, when you get the World card, everything is in balance. Can you see? So everything comes back into balance as long as you trust and do not deny your feelings about it. The clarity that you are going to gain in this situation allows you to make the judgment, allows you to make the decision to move forward. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it is for your highest good. This Tower card is, there is some sort of surprise in this that brings you back into balance. Okay, all the elements are on the board there, and we also have the victory wreath right in the center. It's almost like it allows for an honest conversation. Someone got caught doing something, either withholding or not speaking their truth, denying their feelings, and no matter how uncomfortable this conversation is, it lets bygones be bygones. Yeah, there's peace here. Moving forward. Now, this could be you're moving forward and cutting this person out, but you do have peace there. It could be that you're moving forward, leaving everything behind for a new destination or a new person. But it could also be that you rebalance your relationship with this person because now you're both on a level playing field where you speak the truth. 10 of coins. You got a lot of abundance here, Gemini. This is incredible. You do have one painful 10, but you have two 10s here. You have a lot of financial growth here. Not just in terms of, well, you know, material gain here. There is investment. So it leads to some sort of investment in your happiness, on your life's purpose path, okay? So this conversation could lead to the end of secrecy and full investment from this person in your relationship. It could also mean that if it's to do with a job, you know, you're walking away from, you've had a lucky escape from something that did not serve you, and you're bringing in the 10, something that will leave, you know, a large legacy financially that would, you know, lets you think about retirement, lets you think about inheritance. As a, you know, it's like a windfall of opportunity that comes your way. Now, this is twice they're indicating children to me, okay? I let it go the first time because it was a surface energy. It didn't go deeper than that. But now they're highlighting children again with this card, okay? So there may be some sort of uncomfortable talk about children in this. It's like somehow children may figure, it may be that this reveal is this person has a child and didn't want to tell you because they thought it would scare you off, Gemini. When, you know, people do strange things when they are denying feelings. There's a lot of denial going on here. But somehow this conversation, you know, it gets things out in the open, no matter how uncomfortable it is. It's freeing, is what they're giving me. Now I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm using the Light Series Tarot to gain a little bit further information. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Okay, interesting. So we have the Seven of Swords. It's in reverse. Okay, when we get that Seven of Swords in reverse, someone has got caught. They got caught doing something and they want to make amends. Now, Gemini, we all have free will. You can say, bye-bye now, you know, I caught you doing this, whatever. It's time to move on. That's your call. But also, this person wants to make amends. Again, it's your call whether you want to hear them out. It looks like you do actually hear them out because, as you know, with those swords, there is communication here. But whether you accept their apology, because this card comes with an apology. They want to make amends. but I don't know, again, being a Scorpio, they want to make amends because they got caught, okay? So it depends. I can only give you, it depends on what reveal happens here. You have to judge that yourself. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but there is a happy outcome here. So perhaps you do make amends with this person. It's on the board that they want to make amends, because it looks like this person, like it makes you feel like you want to walk away, okay? This 8 of Cups here is withdrawal. So you may not be talking to this person at the time of you listening to this reading, and you may be weighing things up and trying to gather your piece together, your mental stability and your mental clarity. This is you walking away from something that may have been very passionate as well, because they're really highlighting the fire in that cup. It's like burning bridges. Okay, you're like, whoa, dude, I'm done. I'm done and done. I'm burning this bridge. I'm abandoning the connection and I'm moving on. But it feels like you weren't prepared for this moving on. You weren't prepared for this absence. Okay, this Fool card, you don't really want to make a new start, but it feels like maybe you are pushed into it. Okay, there's definitely a swerve. I may even call this reading the swerve, because it feels like you had a lucky escape from something. Okay, now, again, yeah, they're not done with this card for me, the 8 of Cups. They want to highlight that even though you're an air element here, Gemini, you're walking away with this 8 of Cups, emotionally walking away from this for something that is more happy on the horizon there. The sun is on the horizon. So they're indicating this 10 of Cups and this 10 of Pentacles. You've got a lot of abundance. I feel like there's another opportunity, whether that's in love or whether that's in a job. There's another opportunity on the horizon, but it's going to feel uncomfortable to walk away from something, and you don't feel prepared for it. Okay, it feels like you don't want to take a risk and walk away. It feels very like, yeah, no one wants to take a risk here. Perhaps you don't want to take a risk on a new start with this person after finding them out on a secret that comes to the surface. I hate readings like this because, you know, I'm dealing with very complex energy here, and I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong, but I'm giving you what is the cards are suggesting here. We all have free will, so it's totally up to you. You got to use your intuition cards with that High Priestess in the Moon. So really check in with your gut instinct. But it feels like it's too risky to get a new start with this person, because there is a possibility that they only want to make amends because they got caught. Okay, now we are going, they've asked me to go to the other deck for clarity for this one. I'm using the Fountain Tarot to gain the final clarification on the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? How balanced is this? 3 cards either side from each deck. That's crazy. The Empress in reverse. We have 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups. I mean, Gemini, I'm sure you are a dab hand at what tarot means. Okay, you really don't need me to explain these cards, but I'm gonna. Okay, so we got the Empress. I will talk about the Empress first. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. Now, the Empress, you know, this could be about, again, about children. Okay, so there could be some sort of reveal about children here, or maybe the ability to have or not have children. It could be connected to that, because the Empress is about, you know, fertility. But there is an indication here that this person depends quite heavily on other people, or there is some sort of dependency or codependency issue here. This person has limited resources to come back on in. It feels like they see you as being wonderfully in balance and harmony, and when they come on in, they just put you out of balance. They're giving me that blancmange again. Okay, it's really wobbly. There's no solid foundations. Perhaps that's what they're giving me with that blancmange. With this card, it suggests this person makes you feel low self-esteem, perhaps. Makes you feel like you question your worth with this person. Makes you question their investment in your connection. I can see why. Okay, with this Empress card, it's suggesting there's no growth here. Okay, I have to say it. As I said, I prefer if it was a little bit more positive, but we also have the Five of Swords. So someone is sabotaging this connection. Now, this could be you, Gemini. It could be the other person. They're giving me high indication that it's the other person sabotaging this. When we get the Five of Swords, there is some sort of verbally abusive behavior perhaps as well. It definitely suggests some sort of verbal conflict with this person. And it feels there is a withholding of information. I don't like I hate this card in particular because and I don't hate many things because hate is such a strong word, but if you can zoom in any way, look at the figure's face in that card. I really don't like it. Even I don't like holding it. There's something here with this card that suggests this person is withholding information, and in some way withholding communication in order to sabotage or play with your feelings in some way. It's like they use that breadcrumbing. Okay, can you see this character, masculine character, again, not about feminine or masculine energy, it's or gender, it's about the energy, standing on two swords there, you know, withholding these three swords. They're giving you a foundation that is based on only part of the information. And sometimes they don't even give you some communication. They withhold the communication. They're also indicating, they were doing it with this card as well. And I just let that information go because I wasn't sure. But they're indicating possibly two children, okay? Okay, because when I looked at this child here, they did give me the number 2. And I thought, I'm not going to say it because I don't understand it, but now they've done it again where they're indicating the two shadows in the background. They just said children, okay? So perhaps somebody has children with other people, or, you know, there is something being withheld there. Now, I mean, if there's an honest conversation here, there is a possibility that there is happiness that could be achieved, but it feels so uncomfortable. There is a period of a lot of conflict before. This person does want to make amends and they do want a reunion with you. We have the 6 of Cups, okay? So this is about nostalgia, when it was wonderful, when it was good. They want to come back and apologize. So as I said, when you get this reading, this may have just happened. And this is this person wants to come back on in and offer something a little bit more of growth, but they're indicating here it is still not balanced. Okay, because as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups at the bottom. And this person's holding 1 cup. So they're offering you the 1 cup, and it's an unequal foundation there. There's something, again, about this snail. They're indicating this swirl, this snail. So perhaps they just said snail mail, and they said it like that, snail mail. So perhaps that's something you say, or it's in some way relevant to you, because I would never say snail mail, and I certainly wouldn't say it like that, but they're going snail mail. Boo. Anyway, it's about slow communication, or someone taking their time to decide on a connection. Now, if that's you, Gemini, and someone is keeping you at a distance and, you know, saying, yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship just yet, and they've done it for ages and they go silent on you, you really, you know, this person's not invested. But I'm just giving you what they're giving me here, which is they're still withholding some truth here. Even when they come back on in to make amends, there's still something that's just not 100%. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Woo! 5 of Wands. Now, it's interesting because in order to have happy balance and stop denying feelings, once this person stops denying how they really truly feel about you, because they do have love for you. They really do. But they're just not capable of investing in the connection in a truthful manner at this moment. Because we have the Five of Wands, and when we get the Five of Wands in reverse, there is harmony and success, but only after problems have been resolved. So this is something that can be talked about. And, you know, as I said, Gemini, we all have free will, but there is a possibility. But you have to speak up here as well. You have to trust your intuition. If something feels off, question it, say it. No matter what, you have to call it. Put it out on the table, see their reaction, because this person feels like they're trying to maneuver all of the information and give you a little bit, because personally, I'm getting an energy of this person does not want to lose you, Gemini. So it's something that they feel they have to withhold that would make them lose you if you knew it. But you're going to find it out for sure. And but it can be overcome with that Five of Wands in the reverse position. So, but only if you want to, and only if they can overcome and tell you the full truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? How would you like to? Thank you so much. Queen of Swords, Nine of, yeah. So Queen of Swords here, Gemini, this is another, you know, this is a Libran energy here. This is about, when it's in the reverse, this is, I have to call it, this person, they just go silent sometimes. And it's an unkindness. It's how they deal with people and get their own way. Okay, it is deliberate. They always operate behind like a shield that not many people can get through. And it comes from their own anxiety, actually. Nine of Swords here. Nine of Swords is a lot of, there could be grief here. There could be depression here. There could be, this person, they're just so anxious. It's like they don't feel comfortable in their own skin. And they have to operate on a level where they breadcrumb people information about themselves because they're not comfortable with themselves, and that's why they project and try and chip away at your self-esteem, because they're trying to make you feel as much as they feel like this about themselves. Look at this card. It's like they're scared of everything. They're scared of showing who they truly are. They're scared of communicating how they truly feel. There is denial here. And there is denial because they feel like if they were to show their true selves, you would end it. That World card, you would end it and move on. They just went go again, go again. So I'm guessing one more card or one more shuffle because they said go. Okay. That's obviously the card, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, when you get the Nine of Wands here, this is, you know, it's about maintaining your boundary, but persist with this person. See what they got to say. If you really are in love with this person, there is a possibility, but I have to give it to you, Gemini, it's going to be tough to navigate. Now, it's your call. You have free will, but it can work after a period of time if this person's willing to, you know, drop their guard and give you the truth. There is a possibility of, but it'll be uncomfortable. They're suggesting September is going to be an uncomfortable conversation if you want to persist with this. Okay, if it's worth it, then obviously keep your boundaries high, trust your intuition, and proceed with caution. You will overcome any rivalry. So if you feel like you're battling for this person's affections, they want you. They only want you. But there's something about this situation. They're not telling a truth because they feel like they'll lose you. And no relationship. That's a skewed way of starting a connection, a romantic connection. Okay. So, oh, they just said look at the bottom of the deck. So, okay, we have the Eight of Coins there. So this is about investing in yourself, and looking, you know, forward to the future, enjoying yourself and your money and, you know, working things out for yourself here, and then everything else will slot into place. So do you, Gemini. If you want to hear what this person has to say, then, but they're definitely coming back in, and it looks like their intentions, they don't want to lose you, but in some way they're scared to reveal the truth. They're sabotaging themselves. Now, cross watchers, if that's you, I mean, better to get stuff out in the open and pull off that band-aid. But Gemini, if it's you, because the energy can be reversed, but I'm feeling a stronger energy that you're dealing with somebody like this, who's being like this. But if it's you, then obviously, you know, the universe is coming along to offer a gift of nudging someone off the fence. As I said, Gemini, if that's you, or if it's a cross watcher, you know, a decision is about to be made. So good luck with that decision. But it feels like it's going to be very tense energy. But it can lead to that wonderful abundant outcome. But there are obstacles to overcome if you really want to go there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Sorry, they're just give me a sentence before I finish. I can't get it. It's almost like well, I don't believe in this, but what they're giving me is some of the best relationships are the hardest and worth how are you saying? Worth fighting for. Well, again, as a Scorpio, for me, if there's any information being withheld and deception, etc., then it's not for me. But yeah, I totally get the sentiment of what they're saying. So I just thought I'd give you that. I'm not sure how relevant that was to help you, Gemini. I'm just using the wisdom of the oracle to give you a further advice card before we close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know regarding September 2020 and this situation? Thank you so much. Tick-tock we've got, but we got it in the reverse. So there is tick-tock, and we have it in reverse. So, yeah, so we got it number 3. So if you see, it's number 3. So number 3, and it's in reverse, is again the Empress. Okay, so it could be, again, something to do with fertility, withholding information about children in some way, or fertility, or it could be low self-esteem, feeling like time is running out in some way. Now, when you see it in the upright position, as you can see, the hands coming in, the hands of time, fate is coming on in right on time to shake up this situation. Sorry, they're just giving me quite a precise message looking at this. Okay, they've given me a number, 323, 323. Okay, so 323 is very relevant to somebody. You may live at number 323, or your counterpart, or whoever you're dealing with. Perhaps the business, if it's a business path, the business is at number 323. They're giving me a number. It's somehow relevant to you, 323. Okay, I don't know how else that could be relevant. But if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. Okay, I'm just going to read from the book and tell you what that means, because I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong. It's number 30, and it is in reverse, so you get the protection message. And it says, have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours alone. They cannot be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands, with guides, angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you or your highest good. All is yours in divine appropriate timing. You can relax. Okay, so again, they were showing me that snail Okay, so perhaps the anxiety was about you getting there at a slow pace. It's coming down, it's slowing down to a nothing pace. So don't worry about that time. They're indicating, they're clarifying a little bit more for me about that, the time and the anxiety. With that card, you know, that rest card, that Four of Swords, you can recognize you can take a rest. It will all work out for the best, it looks like, if you want it to. But I do see, it's like, I know it's an obvious thing to say, I see you having two paths. You want to walk away, but at the same time, you don't want to walk away. There is a conflict here. So I see why that judgment. But you will make a final decision. It will feel uncomfortable, but it is for your highest good. You have those two tens, those two most abundant cards there for a successful outcome, whichever way you choose. Okay, my beautiful Gemini. I'm just going to get a trinket before we go. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? September 2020. Oh, how apt is this? Now we have two swans coming together here. They're putting their heads together, and it's in the shape of a heart. So with my swans, I love swans. They're so graceful. They're so good together. They're so amazing as they glide across the water. Nobody sees how much hard work it is for their little webbed feet to be propelling themselves across the water. So they're indicating to me here, with the swans, it's going to be hard work. But overall, it can come good. You can come together there in harmony. Because look what we got. Peace. We got the peace symbol. Okay? There will be a peaceful resolution to this. Either way, it will feel uncomfortable at first, but it looks like we have peace if you want to come together in harmony and balance. But yeah, it's going to be hard work. So they are being very truthful here, Gemini. No sugarcoating here. Where would you like this? Wow. Well, they want the peace on the tower moment. So this surprise, it will lead to you feel uncomfortable at first, but peaceful in the end. Well, they also want the swans on the tower as well. So it will feel uncomfortable, but peace will resolve the situation. It can be harmonious with that card. Success will be yours, but problems have to be resolved before you can move forward. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, we have to leave it there. I hope something resonated. That was quite a complex reading, so forgive me. I had to navigate difficult energy there for you. If it did resonate in some way, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message, and it lets me know acupuncture. Thank you so much. They just said acupuncture as I'm speaking. Thank you so much. That was the needles that I was feeling. So perhaps you're going through some sort of acupuncture treatment in order to calm nerves or something. Anyway, thank you for sidelining me. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So moving on. Yeah, there's a little bell there if you would like to be notified of my next message for you, Gemini. It's completely free. All you have to do is press a little bell, as I said. And it was graded out for a while, so I've resolved some technical issues, and you can now press that bell if you want to be notified for my next reading. As I said, completely free. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.